day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay!
You almost got me, Brian Point 2.
Brian Point 2.
Without further ado, let's get to another episode of Togetherwerole. The Silver Menagerie had God lessons, whether they liked it or not. You chose your various deities to become students of and decided to climb or begin to climb the ascension ladder to divinity. You got some warlocks, you made some yearly arrangements, and decided, after finding some information of the Shadow Monarch, the one that is currently puppeteering the Velocian Empire. A lot of undead are now generated in the Field of Blades, the borders between the Thesian territory and the Velocian Empire. You enter the mines.
Also, we adopted the Ice Cream Man.
Yes, you adopted it. There's a new person with you. Finley Farlow, also known as the Ice Cream Man, also known as the Snack Man, that has joined, accidentally, wink wink, with this group through his means of snacks and well-placed sugar treats. You get off the elevator down into the mines. That apparently still works for the
turtle underneath?
Yeah, there's a Vedic underneath it, which is a much smaller person.
Slightly less significant.
Slightly less thing.
I'm going to significant you right up that hill.
Hey, you rolled a natural 20 on the luck check to see if this elevator still worked. So, out of all logic, this 100-plus-year-old elevator works.
It's woven from 100% fine crafted dwarven beard.
From maidens.
Yes.
Yes. The deterioration of flesh is palpable here. And the
Isn't that an actual thing?
Vedic, I'm going to say you sloth out from underneath with a sickly between the elevator.
They did the flat, you put him, reinforce. Walks out like an accordion.
You're currently looking at this abandoned cavern that has been mined out from Myth. Those with... Actually, I'm going to make a intelligence check, because none of you will yeah, I know, but you recently just read books, and actually, Todd.
I'm actually pretty decent.
I would like to exercise, at the DM's discretion, familiar terrain. I'm used to dealing with...
Are you a ranger?
No, but I'm dealing with mines.
Yes, you are dealing with mines. So actually,
that I grew up in.
Okay, hold on. Last session, we couldn't get you to walk in because you were used to dealing with mines and you were traumatized. You don't get to play both sides of this coin, motherfucker.
Well, I was just thinking that there is... How many tunnels are there here?
It's a full network of... right now
there's a lot of tunnels here, and I'm very observant of that. Many ways out. I rolled a natural 20.
All right. The counter to that, before you get to that one, is I rolled a 2. So Fennec's like, hang on, I got the goddamn spiky bow.
A rather provocative bone.
22.
22.
Intelligence.
22. Well, natural 20. Fitting, even though you hate being down here.
You have an exit here, and if you have to find another exit, then just tuck your head.
You also feel the vibration in the walls as you feel, and you know this with the sound of being in flashbacks to your childhood, your indentured service as a child. You know the sound of a mine that is there are other people in the mine, and you can hear slight echoings in the distance, and the rock moves because of it, when there's enough people in here, the actual rock slightly vibrates and stuff like that. That's only when it's really loaded up with people in certain settings. You feel, way in the distance, the mine, the rock, and it's more of a sixth sense that's going on. You feel something in the earth that is just, one, sickening. The very earth around you is not happy. Like, even if you planted as much life as you can, it will not grow. The rock is deteriorated to the point that it should have collapsed long ago, which makes you like, I don't like being here, suggesting that there is some sort of magical situation going on to prevent this cavern from collapsing in. Intentional or not, that's the pressure that you feel as you look at this goopy portal that's 30 feet down, 20 feet in diameter, No, it's actually 30 feet in diameter, as it's bored into the floor itself, like it got cast and then started to begin to bore into the rock deeper and deeper because it's just deteriorating anything that tusk. This whirlpool of viscous liquid, like it visually like goopy, like in terms of like viscosity, that is
Slime.
yeah, slime. That has a numerous of zombies in it and skeletal forces and various undead in it.
Slime
but what's different with the natural 20 investigate natural 20, and I'm going to respect this natural 20. There's a lot of necromantic energy coming from this, and the pressure that you feel from just being in a place of pure death is holding this place together. As soon as this portal collapses, that you prevented from the gatekeeper, it will collapse this part of the cavern, this part of the cave.
I never have seen or felt anything like this particular aura, if you will, presence.
What? You mean this isn't in every mine?
In the one where I was fleeing and lost my leg.
Oh,
Nothing.
completely
Completely
different.
different.
There was no, like, this was completely different vibes.
All right. I have now exercised my awareness of mines, and that this is a mine. It is about to collapse. It should collapse, and it's not. And whatever's dealing with those dead things are probably keeping this place from falling down on us, which means that thing or whatever could probably just snap its whatever and
Bury us under a mountain.
bury us under a mountain. So,
What's in the cavern?
yes, there's exits here, 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 and up there.
Spill your
By the way, this is a 10-foot portal saying this.
I-N-L-E-Y.
I'm now exactly 10 feet. I was exactly 5 feet. I'm now exactly 10. Actually, does the spell enlarge make you equal twice the size in all directions? Or is it only fit like 50%?
The spell enlarge increases your size category.
All right, so I don't go twice as big. I just go bigger.
Yeah, you become, and it specifically has a mathematical. If you look up
Weight.
in
square cube
enlarge, and if you're talking about weight, it's a factor by 8.
Right, but
But we
I
already
already know
went through the
that.
weight thing.
I was referring to the height thing. So
Oh yeah, you
I
do.
don't think I
gross.
go to double height. I go to maybe 50% higher, right?
It's a square cube.
Well, you were 5 foot cubed. I'm gonna say now you're 15 foot cubed.
What? No, that's huge. 15
Is
foot?
15 foot huge?
It's
Yeah, I figured.
you're
I figured
large,
it
so I'm
was
gonna say
The cutoff for large is like 8.
Large is 2. It's doubled it, so it's four squares.
this is where D&D gets a little weird in terms of like
10-foot cube.
Also,
Or-
yeah,
Okay,
10 foot,
secondary
no, 10 foot.
why do we
cubed.
care?
Right.
That's large.
Because I have to fit into places,
10-foot cubed.
and I'm rather large.
Okay, you fit down here, and it sounds like you're arguing like we should not keep going forward
Well,
based on all of your exits.
Are we going down?
You look down at this goopy processing thing, and you do make a perception check real quick.
Oh, fantastic. Something I'm
Because
not very good at.
undead were going into here.
I did
and you were
roll
looking for
22 on my
like
intelligence.
clues that were left behind by the leader, supposedly by the that is also the Shadowmark monarch. That is also the leader of the Exalted Claws. That is the secret police of the Forbidden.
Okay, so just going back, making sure I have the stuff from last session.
Yeah.
I had an understanding based on not deadness that there were a whole bunch of these portals that did shut and this one didn't.
Yes, I gave you
Okay.
that as side knowledge.
Okay. And then you have awareness that mine go bluey if this portal disappears.
Correct.
Okay. Is there any other thing related to do we go forward that I don't think there is, but I'm just double checking.
Make a perception check because you're not a person of investigation.
I mean, I just meant, was there anything that we already heard? Like,
Oh, on that one, I'd like to do an investigation check.
Then I'm genuinely confused. Okay.
I'm literally saying, Nick,
Yes.
this is Tanya.
Yes.
Did I forget anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay,
You're here
cool.
to
That was it.
investigate. Yeah.
21.
So, perception.
21 perception? Okay.
And then investigation.
Investigation, we'll get to you in a moment.
22 on intelligence.
And you were one of the closer people to get to it, so it makes sense that you were to look at it first because you were moving towards this portal, if you want to call it a portal. And when you look at it, undead go in, and there's still active undead inside of it. However, they can't get out as they are slowly swirling around in this viscous liquid. And you notice that there are energies that almost seem to be like washed off slowly as they rotate around in this bowl. A 30-foot diameter, 20-foot down, that has bored its way into this area that has a bit of a lip that you can jump into, if you want to jump into. And at the center of it, with a DC of 20, you see that those that are gradually getting to the center fall through something,
Oh, wonderful.
being transported magically somewhere
Remind
else.
me of the objective for this mission is to investigate and potentially take out whatever is
And I will
causing
give you
these.
this. With the amount of undead that were moving into here, if this is one of the funnel points that they were into, this place would have been mountain filled with undead by now, over the years. But it's not. You can see the bottom of this pool that is at least 20 feet deep, but there's not undead piling up at the base. They all seem to funnel into the center.
So, what you would have heard from Todd about why we're here, because Todd went on a mission, Todd found the Silent Smile and murdered them, brought home the skin, showed it off to everybody, and the conclusion was, yay, good for you, and whatever that was working for, which we believe to be some form of Draco-Lich thing, will have moved on. And we need to go to this place and look for clues, because I essentially chased them away by murdering their right hand and then leaving the scene.
Okay.
So you rolled an investigation,
Correct. I rolled a 6, but because of reliable talent, I got a 10.
which
So,
turned to
22.
22.
Damn.
And what are you looking for specifics? Are you looking for any next, like, what key point? Are you looking at the general room? Are you looking at this swirling goop thing? Are you looking at the undead? What
Looking
or
at
something?
the big thing that that Fedek annihilated here. Looking for what exactly was it doing? Was it been here for a long time? Why it was here? And then moving on to
That's going to be harder because the physical body was disintegrated.
it was disintegrated.
However, the spot that it was at, or reported it was at, because by the time you got down, it was you didn't see it. You heard a screech of like unnatural, and then by the time you
And that
got
was
down
Fennec,
there,
right? The screech
yeah,
was
because
Fennec.
you got landed by a turtle, and then you lost concentration and all that. So you're looking around. So I'm going to say you're just looking around at this area. One, with the natural 20, there's still mithril here. You see the veins of clear, semi-shiny metal that is the color of silver/metallic, more metallic version of mithril that is baked into the walls. So there's still resources here. And you look at the border of where the beginning part of this, because you can see the natural stone, and then you can see where it bore deeper and deeper into the floor. And you start to look at the beginning of where those two segments connect, of natural and then bored magical means, that has left almost like a dark cinder color to the actual rock. That is that's yucky. Probably don't want to touch that. But you also notice carved, as if someone took a piece of metal or slightly harder rock and manually carved it into a ring of arcane runes. Going to make a Arcana check if you want to do further on top of that.
Give that a go. Do poorly. 10.
10, magic, old magic.
I point at it and bring it to Vedek's attention.
Vedek's skipping rocks.
Yeah. That's why I was getting your
In the
attention.
pool.
See if I can hit one of the little skeletons in the head. You know, as it goes. Oh, what?
Well,
So-
it's,
Can you
it's
take a look at
down
this?
like 30 feet, though. It's
But it's
Well,
scoopy,
it makes
so
it
it's
hard.
easier. And semi-hard.
so you're not skipping at all. You're just painting down,
I didn't know the difference.
just throwing rocks down 30
It's
feet.
skipping, isn't it? On their heads.
I'm going to start climbing.
Okay.
Down.
Just over.
with the movable rods. So you're literally just going across the center.
Click. Click.
I'm just gonna walk next to him.
Click.
Easy enough. You're much faster in this case because it's going to take.
Oh yeah,
forever.
yeah, no. Like
45?
What?
What did you roll?
20?
A natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but
Yes.
45 is
I'm
funnier.
going maybe a flip per second.
I said I gave it away earlier, but yes, it is 100% a portal. A weird, like a necromancy version of a teleportation circle. Enlarged, engrossed, and full of necrotic energy. However, there's also some addition as well. And I'm going to say you take like a little bit of like arcane wave and you like pulse it through the runes so that you can get a better view.
So instead of hitting the rock, rock off skeleton, rock, oh, runes, hang on. Rock off a rune.
And it like lights up for a split second so that you can see better the runes and the activation patterns and stuff like that. And 100% draconic. They're draconic, old draconic sigils. Not surprising. But also, you're looking at this, and I'm going to say right away with the natural 20, it's a process. First steps of the processing plant. Specifically, as you look at this weird, like, ethereal looking wash pattern of the undead that have recently went into it, you realize that the undead that are coming here are retaining and trapping somehow through necrotic means parts of the soul that was once living and bringing it to a processing plant as it walks over and seeing a very subtle but definitely there like oil pattern at the center that is being funneled at the center.
So is this...
Bringing up information from what you said last
So
time.
since we're talking about on some level jumping in.
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Oh, definitely not. It's going to hurt. You're going to have to swim into the center and go through. But once you're through, like as long as you're not prolonged inside of it, you'll be okay. But it's definitely going to try to...
So the water's not safe, but the portal is.
Yes, but the water's
My
in
thought
is like
process.
part of the portal.
Right.
So you need to get to the center and get through 20 feet of this goop, which is probably going to be...
Right. So, like, we could pick you up and drop you.
Oh, I've got a better
That's why
idea
I'm
for
going to
it.
the middle.
It's everybody else.
No. But I could pick you up and drop
With the
you.
natural 20, you know this is the first processing plant for like soul energy for a phylactery.
Okay.
Still going towards the middle.
Yeah, you're still moving.
That's my plan the whole time. It's
How,
just a,
how wide is this pool?
30 feet diameter.
right in the
So
middle.
15 foot to the middle.
Yes.
Okay, check out there then.
How strong is the, like, how much swimming would it be?
You can just grab
Non-magical
me.
wise,
I'll sink.
not that strong. It's the dense necrotic energies that's the problem with the natural 20. You know for a fact that you're going to have to swim through this through either acrobatics or athletics checks
Then it's
without
still
magical
me.
means.
No, I have a much better way of getting it.
And you have to physically force your way through dense mana, essentially, in order to get to the center of this processing plant and get through to the
You got
teleportation
some fun
chamber.
plan, don't you?
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
you do. Okay.
So,
You're gonna put a bubble on yourself?
And-
I am totally going to resilience myself and just roll over like a hamster ball.
100%. I'm not saying this is like you have non-magical means. I'm like, if you don't do any...
It's just in a little ball
Yeah.
as it
You know
goes
what?
through.
I'm just going to read off.
It's like a giant handle on a
The
couple
natural
of
20. Here we go. I'm going to respect the natural 20. So basically, when you get in, if you just get in right on the edge and not near the center, you're going to have to make 3 athletics acrobatics checks. It starts at a 15, goes to a 20, then 25 as you get closer to the center because it will physically repel living creatures.
I'm not living.
Well, you could just
You are
run and
living.
jump in.
No.
Yeah.
I'm less
Avoid
living
all.
than you are, and
But-
I still count.
Every turn that you're inside of it, you're going to take 10d10 necrotic damage with a Constitution saving throw. DC, I will not give to you.
Okay.
So make it
So
quick.
it is literally the portal for the dead.
Who wants
Why?
But you
Why? Why do you want to even? First off, have you ever tried to run in a ball in the water? You don't go anywhere. Secondly, so you're not going to get very far.
Well, he's not making any
Next,
any
why are you wanting to even jump in there in the first place? And what are
There's
you
a
doing
lich.
out there
We have to kill it.
That's
inside there?
There's a lich. We have to kill it.
What they said.
There's a lich. We
Okay.
All right.
Wait.
I think
This is the mission.
I think I hear you now.
Wait.
Also get us out of
I have
caves.
a brilliant idea.
What is up? What are you talking about? We can leave the cave just by going up.
yeah, but mission is down.
Yeah, we don't. We think the mission is down.
Okay, well I don't have any other direction
Finley,
here.
I'm just saying.
you feel a
Big glowy,
essentially
big mission, big
a
bang.
little chirp in your head, that is a
He says with a 16
sending
intelligence.
spell. And you hear
5 smarter than us.
first mate of the SS Lollipop, specifically.
His name's Doo-Wop.
Yeah. No, it's going to be the first mate because she's currently flying the ship. So one of the secondhand, that has not been elected, but she would have taken care of that. It's like, so you hear the voice, haven't heard this voice before, but he introduces himself. This is Finley. Oh, sorry, Finley. This is John. We haven't met, but I'm currently looking over the side of the SS Lollipop. Majority, if not all, of the undead are heading towards your mine entrance.
Nice.
We need advisement, and it ends there because 25. You may respond to this message, Next sending goes in. Finley, we need advisement, bombardment, should we go down? Do we need to interfere? You got maybe 10 minutes before they... Make that 5 minutes before the first horde get there. We're looking at several thousand, dozens of thousands of zombies going towards you, and they seem to be adapted.
50 rounds.
I go ahead and bring it up.
gonna be a dead.
How do we feel about dealing with thousands of undead coming through the mine right now?
Fine.
Fine?
I'm fine.
We're gonna go fight thousands of
I
undead, apparently.
relayed the messenger from the SS Lollipop. They're
Oh,
feeling
you
fine
listen
about
to
it.
me? That's
so-
not cool.
They're feeling fine about it, so that's it.
By the way, when you asked it, that also got sent over, but it's 25. It's like, yeah, they're feeling fine about
They're
it.
feeling fine about that, honestly. So it's a whole position.
Oh, God.
See right to the freaking helm of the SS Lollipop, the draconic helm, the 450 plus
They said they're
long
fine.
ship.
They said they're fine.
They said they're fine, guys.
There's an undead army, and they're fine.
Guys, stop bombarding! Stop wasting ammunition! It's fine! Just let it go!
This is my first mission with them. I'm gonna, refer to their judgment,
Are you listening to the rabbits?
Look! Look! If they need assistance, they'll just contact me again. It's
Between
okay!
everyone
It's
here,
okay.
honestly, the rabbit's been the most sensitive. So.
Who's fine? Who's fine?
Us in general.
I'm only hearing half the
No,
conversation.
it's Finn. It's Finn, not fine. Finn.
Finn, yeah.
Finn.
No E.
Finn, we're fine.
But finally,
I mean,
No, Finn. He's
Yes.
Finn.
So he said he relayed to us.
All right, I
And
missed that.
yeah.
No,
And then I, unfortunately, was the
Handle
sassy
a few dozen undead. They're
motherfucker.
gonna come from one angle. Are we going down here or are we going that way? Because I'm okay fighting undead hordes.
There's a lich.
Exactly, that's why I
There's
want to do that
We
first.
should go for the lich.
Do we want to wait for them to get in
I
here and
only
bolster
have
power?
2. I could get a third.
He's gonna have,
Collect the whole
this just makes me
set.
feel more confident about it because I clearly have like
Holding it up, you actually see like your containment. What is your containment lantern? Basically, blue flames and everything with the various souls that are trapped in it. The 2 that are most prevalent connected to the lich, you can see like slight like flames being attracted towards the center of the portal. Just like, I don't like this.
Guys, I'm pretty sure there's a lich in there.
I don't like this. No. And they're like being
That's
stretched
cool.
out.
That's so useful. Anyways, who needs help? Who wants help with these rolls?
I have boots of levitation. So
Okay.
Does
that work for swimming?
I can run and jump
I
in,
can just
but
float over.
Okay, we still have to go down 20 feet.
Yeah.
Like, it's really goop.
oh, through the goop is 20 feet.
Yeah. So do you want help by someone who's stupidly heavy?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. Can you make the 15-foot jump? Oh, you have
Boots
boost of levitation. Of course you can.
You're just a 7-foot tall warforged, one-handing, right, like iron.
Not even like penduluming, just
And
straight
then
arms.
yes, perfect 90-degree angle every time.
I'm just pacing back and forth across your shoulders, but I don't stop at the edges. It's like,
And
Vedic, how big is that circle at the end, in the middle? How would you? I mean, I'm big around. I mean,
I think-
it's 15
I think it
feet
just-
to the center.
I think it'd be fine.
And I'm 10 feet around.
Ladies and
Just
gentlemen,
imagining the scene, him floating in a ball in the center of the room, him.
I just
90-degree
envision
angle
me
above
trying to
him,
jump through, and I'm going to get stuck
the
like at
turtle
the
on the
drain.
edge, looking over.
I do have handles on my back, so hold on tight.
Not good.
yes, of course.
He doesn't even question it. Look, we had a warlock, and mounted warlock fighting. It worked out with a backpack warlock. Sorcerer,
wasn't a warlock, but
backpack
okay.
sorcerer.
Right.
It was great. You know, it worked out. She could do mounted combat. I could be the one who taking all the hits for her. It was
Okay, so
fantastic.
how about this? You go first, and then if you get stuck, he jumps on top of you.
Oh, that's great.
Do you have any better ideas?
Smack! A body falls on the elevator that you first entered.
We're on a time limit now. We don't have a way out.
Why
I'm dead.
do we have a?
He said
How long?
there's a horde of undead on the way.
I'm gonna walk,
Not even joking. A literal horde.
Oh shit!
And I'm gonna wait until there's like a little condensed
Because-
amount of them.
Also, I'd like to
But-
point out,
We'll get there. Yep.
Yep.
I
Right
think
now, there's only
so
2 bodies, 3
nothing's
bodies.
commanding them right now.
can
They're
I
going
get
towards
the
the
elevator
portal
to go back up?
because all the
There's a
other portals
window
are
right there.
closed. All the other portals are closed.
As it keeps going.
Smack!
What is this?
Like,
Like,
it's weighing down.
they just keep stacking. You're gonna eventually plug the hole.
I'm just.
So,
No, I think the
I
elevator
think
is
marching
not.
order should start.
What kind of elevator?
Smack!
anyways, going down.
Are the ones that are falling off the elevator, are they like smushing when they land, or are they still kind of up and able?
They're smushing, and then
Going
I mean,
down.
very much at like the base of the actual with no elevator.
Right.
Many bodies have fallen here.
Right.
But you've also seen them kind of put each other back together, whether it's their part or not, and begin moving.
Right.
For someone that's dealt with undead, this is advanced undead controlling.
Again, we're also the only
So
open
I think
portal.
what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for them to establish marching order is
But-
I'm gonna see them fall in, be like, oh right, they do that thing, and
Are
I'm
you
gonna
falling on
pop
top of
up and I'm gonna activate my acid
No,
boots
I'm flipping
over
rocks.
the thing of bodies and kind of liquefy as
free
much
fall
of the
30 feet.
body pile as I can
Ooh, okay.
with the acid boots, and that way they at least have fewer
Now,
parts.
to make it a full like soup, it is going to take at least 5 minutes. But during the conversation of everyone else, you can definitely start the process.
Sure.
Going down. Click.
You're
Wait,
going in.
no, you're supposed to jump on me.
Whoosh, immediately make a Constitution saving throw.
He's on my back, so I'm going to make rolls for him.
Supposed to jump on me.
Well, still make a Constitution saving
Oh,
throw.
I'll do the strength based
Yes,
stuff.
but both of you went into the soup, made a Constitution saving throw.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be
Sure.
It will be fine. 20.
Okay.
20?
And here's all we see. Here's all we see from the portal.
How big are you? This is important. How big are you?
10 foot around.
10 foot.
8 foot around.
8 foot around. Fantastic. I
8 foot
grab
around,
onto
faster.
him
Okay.
and pop the bubble. Go, 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 go. It's a 10-foot sphere.
Nice.
You're definitely swishing.
Okay, go, 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 go.
I just like to imagine that
crawled into one of your
there's
backpacks.
a small little kobold's ass cheeks being like smushed.
Pressed against the glass.
My head's sticking out from my shell like this. It's spinning around like this. I'm like,
Push.
I can't see. I can barely see.
Somebody give us a shove.
It's like just barely
Oh,
below the
you're seeing
surface.
lunacy. This is
How am I supposed to move my legs in here?
so
Are they adequately goopy over here yet?
they're starting to goopify.
Okay, cool. At that point, I'm gonna keep the acid going up and I'm gonna like do a full charge, stop the acid before it would hit anybody, but
Okay.
that way there's like a little trail of it.
Okay.
And then I am going to, at the full sonic charge speed, bump them.
Okay. Do a little bunny
Ping pong
like
ball around the room.
punch.
Yeah, just like,
punch. Yeah.
and,
No, that was last like a few episodes ago.
and then
You're right.
I'm gonna
Ping pong,
do
ping
my
pong,
phantom
pinball
form and
Pinball
dive
wizard, yes.
down.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Yes. Okay. So we'll get to
Are you like
first.
resistant to
So-
necrotic at that point?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Along with other things,
think-
but this is
Oh,
also
this is
a
brilliant,
a
'cause I'm
soul
not-
processing
I'm not gonna
plant
take it.
while in ghost form. This is going to be interesting, but you're not undead, so that definitely
Yeah, I'm
helps.
not a ghost.
We'll get to you in a moment.
Yep.
First order, people that just saluted on the back and just whoop,
Going down.
legs. Yeah, sure. You
So
are
an old
700,
Terminator thing
700
come
pounds,
in.
but this is not a normal water effect. This is dense
Literally
necromantic.
literally magic.
Yes. You need to make a athletics or acrobatics check to basically swim to the
Okay.
core. And you're just raw
So
going.
you told me to make the con save first, so I
Yes.
made a con save. I have a 22 for the con save.
Yes.
Okay. You want me to do a athletics or acrobatics
The
check?
DC is 15 for the first.
Check or save?
However, it's a check. However, if you get more than 10, you go 2 spaces forward.
Athletics.
Yes.
Ooh, this is nice. Nat 20.
Natural 20. You move all the way to the center. And you're about to touch the portal.
Doing good.
I mean, literally, as you're just, I'm going to say you just literally raw weight alone, you're just, let's go. And you're just 700 pounds plus you, but honestly,
My hands.
DC 20 was the saving throw, and you made it.
Q held everything.
DC 20. Yeah. DC, what's your Constitution saving throw that you made?
My con save was 22.
22. Both of you save
I'll take yours.
and take, at the moment, no necrotic damage, but you can feel your skin aging. Years. You can feel your eyes sinking into your skull. You can feel your hair aging away into nothingness, and you feel the mortar coil that is your soul start to be pulled and try to be processed the deeper you get into this. It is not fun being here, and neither you can breathe. Not a problem for you, but right now you're holding your breath. You
why I
can
like
lose your breath, but you're just holding your breath. Next turn, you're going to get into it because you move 3 spaces, and now your feet are just starting to touch the portal into the other side.
Yay!
Next on the menu,
Yeah! Geronimo!
so you, yeah. First of all,
You hear the air.
All right, no. We gotta do it together. Ready? 1, 2, and no, on 3. 1, 2.
now Supersonic Bunny slams you in the back. Roll athletics at disadvantage. Roll with the help with Todd. Roll with advantage.
So straight up.
Or sorry, just straight up. Yeah.
Y'all welcome.
Why are we rolling at all?
Well,
We
for
can't,
him,
we
rolling
can't
lots
do
of different
anything.
ball.
No, he and I are in a ball. There's no amount of swimming we can do.
There's no paddles on the end of it.
so go and roll a d20 plus 4 with Todd.
Uh-oh.
23.
Really?
I rolled a 19.
Nice. Okay. So
Thank you for
strangely
being
enough,
awake tonight.
It's just perfect.
so you get
20
two.
and a
I'm
19
going to
somewhere.
say you get the first level in, and you're starting to go down like a toilet.
Because it's so basic, it's got a
And
little bit
then
of a curve
that
to it.
weight heavy side down, so blah, you're on top of me now.
So you guys are doing the slow, like.
Heck, I'm glad you're here. I've been meaning to talk to you.
Maybe we're trying to
Is
reach you
now
about
not a
your,
good time?
So
we're trying to
Todd,
reach you about your car's extended
In
warranty.
case you didn't realize you were
I'm going to say, Todd, you don't go in quite yet because you know for a fact that hole is going to get clogged in a moment.
There's a moment when the pool stops going, and then
You guys are not at the center. I need you two to make a Constitution saving throw again because you're raw in the liquid.
You don't have to worry about the strength save or the acrobatic stuff.
That's the noise of the air going.
20 again.
20 barely succeeds.
Wow, barely succeeds at a time.
Con save?
Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Working on it. Hang on.
Math.
Math. 28.
You succeed. Neither of you
Good,
take
plus
10d10 necrotic damage.
So it's an all or nothing. Good.
Yeah. You're already there.
Love that.
It only
Man,
takes
am I glad I'm hermetically sealed.
It only takes an action to get through. You go through, and you immediately start falling in darkness. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
From what? Oh, from the belt.
Not the door
Right.
guide.
You see, from the limit of your dark vision, 60 feet,
Yes.
you're falling 100 feet, along with several bodies that have followed you shortly prior or shortly before you.
What's up?
Not you guys, not you guys yet.
As
But
we go through.
No, not us.
Remember to let go and levitate.
how are you just gonna let yourself fall?
I'm going to. I'm assuming, can I see the ground? If I
You
can't
can see a liquid before you.
No.
Yeah.
As soon as I go through, click.
Make an athletics check, please. You only fall like 30 feet before you click it, but it's also a sudden stop, so it's like, ooh.
Should I also as well?
You might want to do like a strength save to not fall off,
It's fine.
because it is sudden
With your
stop.
speed athletics, I'm not gonna let you're fine.
Okay.
You have a specific feat that like you're good for climbing.
He is now my
Okay, I'm
backpack.
fine.
Yeah,
Good. That is a acrobatics.
Yes.
What?
athletics checks.
Yes.
Athletics.
He does have handles.
He does
I
have
do have
handles. It
handles.
makes it really easy.
Don't
Back
ask why
handles.
he has handles. They're definitely new additions, but he has
Yeah.
handles.
He actually had the handles added to it.
27.
27 with ease. Like literally, like your hand is already like this, and you just stop once. And you can feel like all the force of the like transfer of energy just go through his feet.
So Finley is doing the
I
whole
said going
Master
down.
Blaster
Yeah,
thing.
going down. It's like so you're now just sitting in the center of this dark area, and that's your turn, and that's your turn, unless you want to do something right now.
No, I'm
Who runs Barton Town?
enjoying the recoil of what just happened.
We're going to need to move, so it's just going to be
So
click.
Roll another d20 plus 4
Click, click, click.
to continue to get flushed down.
I want to avoid the ball that I know is on the way.
Hey, okay, so you guys continue, and you're starting to get faster and faster and faster, and like start to get to the center, and you're starting to like rotate at the same time.
Alright, now we get to find out who gets to throw up last.
No, both of you make Constitution saving throws.
I am
For entirely
swinging
different reasons.
across to avoid the ball that I know is on the way.
You're beginning to, but it's an action, action, action,
Oh no.
action,
Click,
action,
click.
action. So it's gonna take a while.
I'm going a foot a second at best.
Yeah,
32!
32. You've been in.
I have been in a swirly before.
Yeah, you've been in this one. Flashback to your ziggurat. You're in the ball being a ping pong.
Oh man, that's right. That happened. Like, this is nothing.
That's nothing.
So now we get to see who gets to throw up last.
I forgot. I give you the room. So you do actually have a parachute.
14?
14. Oh, it's getting a little crazy. Make another athletics check.
At least you're not having to do con saves.
Just me.
Yes, you.
Athletics.
Yes.
What's
Plus
your class
4.
again?
15.
You're a rogue?
15. I'm going to say it takes a little bit, and you're seeing more undead. Whack! Itself being the
I feel
person
at some
that's
point it's
currently
gonna
just
end up me
levitating,
throwing
watching the
you
bull kind of go in and out.
Yep.
But through the magical protection, you don't have to make Constitution saving throws and everything. So you can see the necrotic damage is really trying to hit that bubble of yours. But your magic is sound, it's strong, you've been in balls before that, rotate all the time and you don't have to vomit. And you eventually get to the center and it goes
Strange skill set
thunk,
you have. A strange skill set you have.
and you're currently sitting at the center of it. And you realize that the 10-foot ball is just a little too big
It's a
to
9
get
foot.
through the portal.
It's a 9 foot portal.
It's a 7-foot portal.
7 foot portal. Oh no.
I have to stop raging to get small again, and then I will be 5 feet around like my normal size that you're used to. The problem is that I'm not raging, so the ball we have to turn the ball. Oh
You have to turn the ball off.
What the fuck did you do?
You notice that the liquid is starting to like rise up.
I'll
It's
be
like
fine.
It's clogged. It's clogged. So we get the plunger.
I'm just floating here.
You know how hard it is not to rage right now? How pissed I am at you?
Fine. Stand on the thing.
I can't.
It's still a 10-foot cubed turtle.
I'm
Breathing,
down 5
breathing.
foot now.
Who's Fraba? All right.
Make a wisdom check because you are currently in an area that you hate.
Underneath a
Terrible.
whole bunch of necrotic liquid.
Yeah, and right now you hear as several bodies of undead are just sliding.
They were ones that were already there.
Yeah, they were already in there, so they were already
Like, I
processing.
would not have let them.
No, they were already being processed undead, and then they
Gotcha.
hit the center because they
So,
now clogged
wisdom,
it.
Yeah.
I'm rolling at raw number 12.
12? It was a DC 10. So it's kind of funny just to see the
Watch his face slowly
and
get scraped
that
off.
window screeching sound.
Painfully
So
slow.
you shrink.
Okay. We'll be fine. Take a deep breath.
You said no. You said I'll be fine,
We'll be
and now you're
fine.
saying we'll be fine. There's a big difference.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Might want to plug your
I
nose.
can hold it longer than you.
Close your mouth. All right. Ready?
Clog the turtle nose.
Drop the. And we'll drop the globe.
You immediately go through with the force of the water and the air pressure and everything. Whoop, immediately sucks you through, and you're falling. Oh, there's liquid underneath me, and you're immediately go.
I'm raging.
Feather fall.
Featherfall! And you immediately start falling at a solid 60-foot rate. You see a sparks. Action. 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 And, you can grab
okay.
onto sparks if you want.
I'm not immediately under it. I'm
I
stuck on
try
the
to
side.
grab on the
Yeah.
sparks.
Make a
I
dex
am
check.
definitely going to try.
I'm big and shiny. and really
Before I rage, I'm going to try.
There's definitely a
Featherfall.
liquid underneath you.
What?
Well, how close is he?
Whatever.
Oh, within 10 feet.
None of this is
Like
my
you would not
fault.
have been moving a lot by the time,
All right,
'cause-
so I'm
No,
not even
I'm
raging
just
yet.
barely
yeah,
outside the
within
middle
10
of it.
feet. So with the featherfall and everything, you can I don't know, fart and get there.
I have so many different ways of flying.
Exactly.
So I'm making an athletics check.
Yeah.
That would be a 26. Because,
26. So you grab onto his backside.
Because
Handles.
I have a plus,
Handles.
I have a
Well,
plus
there's
20.
also another guy handle. You said you were raging.
Yes.
You said you were raging.
No, I was going to rage because of the water.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm going to try and grab onto him, I'm not going to grab onto him when I'm.
That makes a
going to
difference.
be
So you're
10.
not 700 pounds right now.
Right.
You're 500 pounds. Actually,
I'm not
no.
I'm not 2,000 pounds.
You're
I'm
not 2,000 pounds, but the air does 1/3 of your weight.
Yeah, he's like
Air
300 pounds.
elemental. So 500 divided by 3. You don't
Easy.
even need to roll for that, especially being a juggernaut and stuff like that. With your
He's a
strength.
standard
Yeah,
human in
I
armor.
am air, yes.
Yeah. So now you have a turtle and a halfling holding your backside.
Okay, trying to engage the other bicep.
They went through.
Phantom. And then it's just gonna be, I draw my feet up, still in the same position, and then I just plummet down in a little phantom bunny cannonball.
We will wait for our intel.
Ears flopping in the.
Yep.
And meanwhile,
Go on and roll athletics with advantage and constitution with advantage because you're resistant to necrotic damage.
I always roll Constitution.
The one place they won't expect us to be is right next to the
we
exit of
didn't
the
take any
portal.
necrotic damage going through.
So that's where we're going to
No.
stay.
You
we're gonna sit
barely
here and wait for
touched
the
it,
intel.
so it wouldn't be enough in order to actually cause that.
That is my tactical tactical
right.
decision: is to
Is
stay
that
next to the portal.
athletics? 19.
19. You're one level in. What's
Okay.
your constitution saving throw?
21.
Succeed. You don't take damage. Second one.
Do I have to do both
Yes.
again? Okay. 18 for athletics.
You second one. You're through.
Okay.
You need one more.
Constitution is 22.
Still succeed. Last one.
22 athletics.
22 athletics. All right.
And 26 constitution.
All right. You've dealt with necromancers before, and trying to rip your soul out of your body, please. And being in this goop's ectoplasm stuff, it's actually pretty rejuvenates your ethereal form in this way. It's a little weird that it's meant to preserve undead, and in your spectral state, it's actually helping you. This is actually pretty good for the fur and skin and stuff like that. In the ethereal state, it's neat. And you get through. Thunk, you got flying, no problem, and you see the other people on the other side that are in the various stages of flying, except for Vedek, that is currently going down another 60 feet.
You featherfall.
You feather fall by stopping yourself.
I can carve it and just.
Oh, okay.
Because somebody wants to fly.
Carpet. Is this the dragon's carpet?
No, I've still got the little one.
Okay. So you got the little one.
I would like to
throw a rug.
stay in the cannonball, but go land on the carpet.
Do you just stay in the cannonball and just change your
and then I
trajectory?
just sit, and I just.
So should we pick them up?
We're gonna be here a long time if we don't.
You're looking at a
A
clearly
long-
underground facility.
Long.
Well, you want to say underground facility. You're looking at a chamber that is beyond your dark vision, but there's various lights, dim but distant, that are lighting up the distant surroundings of a facility. You want to say rocky stone underground immediately, but then with closer inspection, formed structure architecture. Just muddled because it's very dark. And you see it's open skies. It's open terrain. The floor looks as if the earth was sundered by a mighty god or a mighty being. Cracked pillars raised, shattered landscape and everything. With the passive intelligence of what you got, and the passive perception of what Todd has, you put together that you're in a structure, and it was specifically designed for this. And you also see in the distance, specifically for Vedek, a throne for a dragon. And you quickly realize, especially being the last thing that you did was the ziggurat mission, you're in a bigger version of the official helm/throne to the Cinder Monarch. Well, past Cinder Monarch. along with its no longer active and fiery terrain of lava.
So there's sky above us, or is there?
No, it's a complete enclosed building.
All right,
Room to fly and everything.
but it doesn't. Well, for all I know, we've gone through this hole and come into another room.
Yes.
But I'm not sure if we've transported.
With your dark vision, hard to say. I'm going
I'm
to
not
say
sure if we transported or not. I would like Vedic.
you guys are currently stranded in the middle of this lake that is 100 feet in diameter for this specific lake.
Vedic,
That bodies.
do you have some way to get us all to a
multiple
certain
bodies.
place? Like something bigger,
Don't you
preferably?
guys have surfboards?
We left those at the cave entrance. They're too big.
Okay.
And I never had one.
I know some people have things to fly.
I pull a
but
broom out of my bag, pulling.
that's enough for one person. That's enough for one person, and none of it for me.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. I need to know what level I have to cast.
I still want to hang on to that.
I think you might be able to, but I don't. It's not gonna take both of us.
With you guys hanging over the water, you guys notice it first as you see multiple bodies falling in, not just from one spot, but multiple spots. That originally you thought it was just the ceiling, but it's actually just
There's
portals in the
other
center.
portals.
To go into the same lake, yes. And you
Okay.
notice that are these constructs, these built materials. Dark vision, it makes it harder to see it, of course, but definitely crystalline in shape. Color, you're not sure. And metallic structure that are wrapped around these crystals, floating above retention walls, if you want to say, like 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, of where bodies keep dropping. And you see the same ethereal wafting of energy being siphoned and stringed to other nodes that are beyond your sight.
Pull up next to the mid-air squad. Friendly, get on the carpet, and you two can fly 60 feet.
Quick, thank you.
Good thing you didn't let him stand on the carpet.
Question.
Uh-huh.
This is concentration by you, correct?
Yes, for the next 10 minutes. Better get over there.
All right. And
Remember when
don't
Fly was an hour?
lose concentration.
Are you in combat?
Why don't you move before he gets distracted?
All right.
Do you physically run while flying?
yeah.
I've misled him on how flying works.
I love it. It's so yes.
So, these crystalline and metallic structures,
Yes.
does the metal look magic?
You can definitely get down because you have fly.
Right.
Going to make a investigation check or Arcana check.
So make a bad or a bad. Got it.
Sorry.
You said there was constructs.
I guess-
Constructs? Or
No, like construct as built material.
Got it.
Yeah, not construct of golems and stuff. Not yet.
14.
14? Okay.
Investigation.
So getting closer to it, you immediately see that, yes, it's a crystalline structure at the center of it, but instead of being a raw crystal at the center, it's actually a bunch of crystals that have been jammed together and physically held by some sort of strange metal. You don't know what type of metal. It definitely screams magic. As you see this wafting of soul energy that has been siphoned, rotated around very much like a loom, sent into the center of these crystalline structures that are holding it like a open-topped cage, that are using the points of the crystals that look like they have painfully, they've been stretched out.
So it's magic, but is the metal magic?
With a 14, hard to say.
Vedic,
What?
this magic?
Hang on. He's taking boots off, shaking rocks out of it.
How did they get in there?
I got stepped on by an elevator.
No, I'm saying that fair.
What?
Is this magic?
I mean,
Trademarked.
TM.
Investigation or Arcana?
Arcana's way better roll for me.
Okay.
They do it at advantage anyway. 28?
28? Oh yeah, 100%. This is magic. Also, the metal is actually mithril. But it's mithril that was created through magical means of you cast very much fabricate. And just took raw mithril from the mine and just spun it in a almost liquid fashion that was used to hold the crystals together because they naturally want to explode outwards. So you need something strong enough in order to hold the crystal together. And the crystals themselves are actually made and housed from memory shards originally, but heavily modified. Heavily modified. We're like to the point that they're almost completely different creatures. But originally they were like memory shards on a much more massive scales of like, well, what's a good example? Memory shards can hold memories. You know that. When they get bigger, they can hold more information, and they can be used and utilized over the ones that are bigger to mitigate processing, very much like a server. So it's like someone cannibalized part of a Spelljammer system in order to make these.
So what happens if we break it?
It was
Can I?
I'm working on it. Hang on.
one with a 28, you said? Mm-hmm. DC 25, it'll explode. 2, and it'll shut down the refining process of the soul energy that is clearly basically very much like Loom, taking various strands of soul energy, wrapping it together, destroying what it can in terms of what they are as undead, especially for weaker undead.
Yes, you're going to break it. Just chill for a moment.
It is moving.
She's so excited. She's
Soul
putting
leaving
this together.
It's all the, you can
Snip.
Yeah, no, that's why I run this way. This is what Todd is doing.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll definitely shut down this node, essentially.
Okay. Well, in that case,
That means the cave above is going to go.
I'm not worried about that.
It won't
just need
shut
a
down the
minute.
portal, but it'll definitely shut down the process.
Yep. Just need a minute. Okay. So get out my stick and draw myself a little circle on the ground.
Wait, are we?
There is no, it's not attached to, it's like above
No.
a liquid.
Yeah, we're.
You look,
There's no
literally,
ground.
it's,
There-
I
excuse
thought
me.
there was a lava lake that had cooled.
that's in the distance. Right now, you're over a pool, like a liquid pool. And you want to say water, but then when you get closer, like, that is slightly,
Gelatinous.
no, I'm going to make a investigation check.
I hope there's ground somewhere.
Because it's actually floating
Because-
over
because I only
liquid,
have
and you
10
notice the
minutes of
bodies
this.
are falling into this liquid.
I can only run for 10 minutes.
I'm going to. We'll see. We'll meet you guys at the structure.
19? I'll give it to you. It is embalming liquid.
Formaldehyde.
Yes,
That's
because
gotta
a
be
bunch of
all
undead
the
are going
smell.
into there, and you notice that there is a increasingly pile of undead entities / flesh that is going into this area to be embalmed.
There's a lot of flesh columns that
Long-term
are gonna be
processing
here.
/ long-term housing of necromancer,
There's going to be a lot of
shenanigans.
flesh columns here.
You also notice that there's a lot of movement underneath, and they're currently like reaching up towards any living creatures that are also you. So going for a swim is probably a very bad idea.
How large is the pool?
The pool with
The room in general.
in the room in
I want
general.
to see like entrances.
Make a
exits.
perception check, because when things get to a certain certain size, it goes
How much light is in this place?
not much.
So we can't see the ends.
Like, well, there's small little like yes, it's dark, but there's also
Light.
like a little bit of light here, a little bit of light there, a little bit of light here, and you don't know where the light is exactly coming from, but you know that there's a minute level of light that allows the dark vision to go a little further and you go like, okay, that's farther away. There is something over there, kind of situation.
17.
17.
I'm heading for the structure.
At least a mile. Now that is a radically incorrect. Like
Okay.
once it gets a certain distance, it's like
Okay, so let me be clear. There's this great big underground lake, and there's the crystal thing. Where's the structure? I thought we were in the structure, and that
you're in the structure, and this is all in the structure.
Right.
So
Oh.
there's the structure. There's the throne at the center, is what you saw. That used to be for the Cinder King. Fallen now, of course.
Oh, okay. That's where I'm heading.
Yeah, it's dark. The whole area used to be on fire, and you've been here before.
And where is the Cinder King's throne relative to the floating crystal construct?
The floating crystal construct that you're looking at is right above the pool. This 100-foot diameter pool that a bunch of undead are falling into. That is on the borders of this entire room.
So there's more than one of these crystal constructs.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought we were in a great big cavern with one great big fucking monstrous crystal.
No, you do not see one giant monstrous crystal. And then you kind of look at like, oh yeah, there is one actually. It's kind of in the center of the Cinder Throne itself. That is kind of like funneling in, you think.
Oh,
Okay.
that's where I was heading. Cool.
Head towards the throne. Everybody.
Convenience. That's where I was going. Already there.
All right, so They're all doing that.
They're a
I
spinner, I
am
can't
real
move as
quick
fast
because
as I
he
don't
said I
need
could
to.
try something. Because he said I could try to break it. I am going to.
We're gonna break the
take
really
it.
big one.
Sure.
Yeah,
but-
and the one that you're looking at is at most
That
5
means
feet.
we.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to try something, and I'm gonna take out the notebook that has paper that I paint shit out of,
Yep.
and I'm going to make just like a little rectangle of prismatic mirrored sides. So it's basically just like a mirror
Bunch of
square.
mirrors on the inside?
Yeah, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna like drop it, trying to reflect the energy back to the crystal.
Okay.
I just want to see if
Interesting.
it works.
It might not destroy it, but it definitely might fuck with it.
Yeah.
I like this. Go ahead and roll a straight arcana using your proficiency
Okay.
bonus, and that's it.
Medic, if we break that big thing, we could take this whole cavern down on us.
I know. I should
wait.
look forward to it.
And do I get to treat it like I'm proficient in it?
No, just straight proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Because this is being
I wish I
like
could move
Yes,
faster.
game, right?
fucking with magic
game, right?
through definitely like
I'm gonna do so much better than that.
you're trying to fuck with the magic that is being diverted into here using other magical equipment. So that's what I'm using. So you're proficient with your painter tools, and that's what I'm using in order to add to the
Gotcha.
dispel magic
Gotcha.
ability, which is usually just adding your not proficiency. We'll just use proficiency for now.
Okay. What did I roll?
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, I have to reroll.
Sorry.
Okay,
Okay, that becomes a 10.
a 10. So when you place it in there, and it's you make it the size, and it's only a small little cylinder thing for the size that you're looking at. I wonder, you paint this little, very artistic, like mirror thing, and you put with a little bit of cradle so they can touch down and it'll perfectly hold in place because you're a master at painting and stuff like that. And you put it in, and you notice that the soul energy kind of wobbles a tiny bit because there's a new object inside of it. However, a 10, you don't see anything immediately happen. And after a few minutes, you notice that you hear popping sound, and you notice that it's actually burning, the soul energy is burning straight through the mirrors. Because it's not really a reflective object, but it was a good, solid try.
Womp womp. And then I'm just going to take off after them, catch up. I'm not going to go fast enough to be disruptive sonically. I just, yeah.
It's all good, it's all good.
Oh,
Yes.
you have to specify.
Sonic
I
Boom's
do.
underneath the mountain is
So,
not a
flying carpet, fly spell. So you guys are going off to the center where the throne is. And let me remind myself of certain
I thought you were on the
names.
How far is this?
That's
How far is this thing we got to run to?
It's close enough to be there within 10 minutes.
Keep telling yourself that.
I'm reminding myself.
How fast can you fly a mile?
myself.
I don't know. I've never flown a mile.
He's got a point.
That's worse, he casts another fly spell.
It takes me about
Oh, shut up.
2 minutes.
I could probably do a mile, about 5. Once I get going?
So if you guys are doing 60, and I do 90, and I do it in 2, then you would do it in 4?
You saying 90 pounds per hour? Or 90 feet?
I do 90 feet.
Okay.
Which we determined if I'm doing... Well, no, because I can go 3 times. You can do 3 times, but he can only do 2.
Yeah, no, interesting.
So-
No, I'm restricted by the fly speed.
Right, but as a rogue, you're able to do 3 moves in
That's true.
one thing, and that's
Here it is. I just forgot. to
you would
highlight
go
the
2/3 my
Anyway,
speed, whereas he
rogue.
would.
So
He
you
has
fly towards the center, and it's weird having a bit of a nostalgia moment being back in this place, but seeing it many thousands of years later for you specifically, Vedek. Go ahead and no, I want everyone that's flying to the center. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, now he'll have to do one as well.
Oh, I know. I doubt he's gonna win this wisdom saving throw.
28.
28.
You love you. You're so good.
9.
9. Definitely not.
I have to roll straight flat. 19.
19. Fail. Wisdom
I
saving throw.
failed.
also fail at a 19. A 19's really
Wisdom
good.
save?
It's not your
Yes.
I have
Wisdom.
to roll a
Yes.
20 to succeed.
If you maybe ask again, or if you ask me again, I'm just gonna say you failed.
You can do it! And by it, I mean you can fail with me and Eck.
And me.
And Finley. You're in good company.
I would need like a
We have
nat 20
snacks.
to be able to pass this, I'm certain.
Yes.
Same here, dude.
Like a cookie, it'll make you feel better.
That's not natural, that's actually a modified 20.
Really?
Yeah.
He rolled higher than us.
Still fails.
Roll a 9, plus
Damn.
5, plus 6, modified 20.
Modify 20, still fails.
Now, is this a saving throw
I have
or a...
Saving throw, yes.
That's saving.
Oh! I get +5 to my saving throws for wisdom, so...
You still fail.
Holy
crap! Funny enough,
24
Got it.
fail.
What is it, a 25 DC?
you know when you're being fucked with magic.
Yeah. That went without. I didn't need to roll a saving throw.
What the fuck by?
Well, and being the one that flying, you notice that like you smell thick arcane in the air, thick, palpable. You know that this place is. You know for certain, right off the bat, you're in the heart of the fallen city of the Tyrant King, the lost city of the Tyrant King, of the chromatic.
We buried it.
Yeah, of the chromatic city that the Spelljammer that fought the city of the city of dragons. Your previous home. But the point is,
Important question for what I've got in mind. Is this a different plane? Seeing how I know where I am.
there are ways to figure that out, but that's not a good question. But I'm gonna talk real quick on
Alright,
on
go
what
for
you,
it.
on the wisdom saving throw specifically. The wisdom saving throw specifically is when it's like okay, and you can like taste it on your tongue. You can smell like confusion-based magics, specifically ones that are going to make you go around in circles constantly. And you notice as you're like trying to divert your course, there's a gradual like you're trying to go to the center, and you think you're going to the center, and you look at everyone else that clearly they don't notice it as best as you, and you notice that they're curving around as magical little runes pick up and are set off. I want everyone that failed their saving throw, roll a d6.
Oh no.
Pretty much all of this.
5. 6.
6,
4.
4,
5.
5,
1.
1. So we're gonna start with 1. 1 attack on you.
Oh no.
Natural 20.
Ooh. Ouch.
So you're gonna take.
Oh,
That doesn't mean 6 for me.
I'm raging right now. Damn it.
Why would you be?
Why would you be? Yeah.
Well, I have
9
persistent
plus 5.
rage.
So
He's hanging out with you.
I have persistent rage. I can rage anytime I want.
you said you weren't raging, buddy.
No, I'm not raging right now. I will be after this.
I can be mad anytime I want.
Starting mad anytime you want. You take 14 points of poison damage as a green sickening bolt slashes into your chest, and you just feel that. You rolled how much?
5.
5. Okay.
Based on I'm not going to hit by 5 attacks.
Does a 27 hit?
27 does not hit, barely. By
What's your
1.
AC right now?
28.
28.
Good lord.
Yeah. Okay.
Ring of protection. Yes.
That one doesn't hit. That one does not hit.
No, I have a 25.
That one does not hit, and you had 4.
What is gonna happen?
I had 5.
5. One more. That one does not hit. Rolled all, after that first one, I rolled all under 10. You don't need to. 6. I remember. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Hits.
Oh, no.
Barely hits.
Actually, no. You're on the carpet.
Correct.
You're driving the carpet.
I'm driving cars.
You don't have to worry about it. So 6 potential futures. So a potential future, you would have got hit lots. How many did you roll?
4.
4.
She's also on the carpet.
No, I'm not.
She's
Oh, right.
I
you
wandered
ran out.
off.
Yeah.
Don't you dare lose concentration.
27.
Yes.
Well, we're out over. We've moved off the lake, right?
Yeah, definitely. Natural
Like we
1.
can go and be on the
20.
No.
Okay, so one of them hits. 6, so that's going to be poison damage.
By the way, I am raging now, and I go to full size.
To me, everybody come to me.
I did.
What is
I
this?
didn't even move.
You didn't move, you just
That's
extend.
You take 9
grew.
points of poison damage.
Okay.
As various traps meant to take out flying objects start going off. And you know for a fact, if you tried to push forward to the center, even beyond the magical means, it's going to get thicker and heavier.
To me, everybody on the ground.
And there's various spots to land and stuff like that.
Gather up. Everybody come real close. Okay, now you've got to stay close to me in order for this to work.
Okay.
All right, so I am going to I'm going to turn into the dragon form.
Describe
going to sit on
your
your back.
transformation. Vedek.
But
Vedek.
you've all seen this trick. He turns into a golden dragon. Like, this isn't a new shtick for him.
Yes, but describe it for the first time as a
Sorry. So the little iridescent golden kobold goes, and there's a 25-foot fire. Also with the golden iridescent disco ball scales. Just everybody get in close. Stand underneath if you have to.
I offer you a hand up and a pair of sunglasses.
All right, everybody gather in, and I'm going to use the Rod of Meta Magic here to cast Widen Spell. If you use Widen Spell, and I'm going to cast Anti-Magic Field.
Interesting.
20-foot radius.
Of which I take 1/4 of that.
I'm going to make an Arcana check just to read what it does to this area. Because now that you're activating this, there's a super magic going on. There's multiple effects going on in this area.
27.
27. Okay. Immediately, you recognize the popping sound of a dimensional anchor happening. Which is interesting because it also has some specific holes for the portals that led into you.
Okay.
But it's normal procedure to have dimensional anchors, especially for a throne room for the Tyrant King. Or the fallen Tyrant King, or right now, the Shadow Monarch. There's also confusing magic, and funny enough, when you landed in one of the nooks and crannies, and when you get lower, you realize that the place, how it's built up, even though it's a little bit almost like a cone shape that leads up, so it's not flat, the natural, crushing part where the magma spewed up and land masses and cracked nature of the area, it's chaotic, and then you realize that there's systems in it. You're looking at a physical manifestation of the spell maze.
Okay. All right, everybody follow me.
This is a destination.
I can do
of a
this.
maze.
I'm taking notes on all the things that. By the way.
Seriously.
I thought.
And with the anti-magic, everyone that failed the wisdom saving throw doesn't have to worry about anything else.
All right,
Yeah.
walk slowly with me.
And you are an adult dragon, which is a
Lions
huge
and
creature,
tigers
so...
and bears, so
It's about that
Wait.
size.
Yeah, it's
Anti-magic
about that
field.
side. So, yeah.
Does that affect us?
Yes.
If you're in the anti-magic field, which is now a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of my magical items no longer work.
None of mine work.
Great.
Oh my god.
I'm still.
I'm so
I can drop it at a moment's notice.
All right,
That's not
fine.
the point.
The only thing is,
Can I sit on your back?
What do you mean?
Are you chill with this arrangement?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 'Cause
I'm still
I
combat
do
effective.
not like
I'm just
this.
Marching order, please. So,
I'm on top of the dragon.
So, actually, put yourself in a formation that is what you're kind of... Because you're in a 20-foot radius,
put us around the. We got to put us around the.
And can you actually cast it on yourself, or is it on a fixed location?
It's on you. It actually is centered on you.
Okay.
Okay.
A 10-foot radius invisible sphere of anti-magic surrounds you.
Okay. It's been a while since I read anti-magic.
I know, it's one of those weird ones that never gets used.
Yes, but it's so awesome. It's like, I fight an army of wizards. Anti-magic shell.
Until the spell ends, the sphere moves with you, centered on you.
Yes, that's awesome.
Concentration up to an hour.
1, 2,
And
3,
now
4, 5.
we begin. As you begin to move through the maze.
Oh, that's Quinn.
One of the first chambers that you enter, and there's actually parts of this room that has been chiseled out from the frozen lava that is now obsidian. There's now been structures and rooms and places to sit and inviting areas to stop and ponder.
I wouldn't call it inviting.
Everyone make a passive perception check. Not passive, but just roll a perception.
I was going to say, because you can't make a passive
what?
perception.
Yeah.
Is there reliant on sight?
Roll at disadvantage because you're currently writing a bunch of stuff down. Perception?
Just
1T3.
Straight
1, 2,
perception.
3.
Samesies.
Samesies?
Hey.
12. You're
So
writing.
passive perception. So I'm just rolling off of my perception skill.
Yes.
23.
40.
Fucking dragon.
Sorry, what?
40.
How?
He's a
Roll
fucking
the
dragon.
20.
Jesus!
Not 20.
Vedic, it's nice to be a dragon.
It's so good to be
It's so
me.
nice. And you can hear just these...
Just humming.
Yeah, and now that you've done it the first time in the material realm after you met the god and actually became a fucking dragon again, your ex-wife turns around in the distance, looking 1,000 light years in the...
Oh,
in the
no.
And he goes,
You.
shit, he's hot again.
Now I'm wearing the sunglasses.
Because y'all...
Paint up some in your size. You're fucking huge.
All right,
So-
that's your anti-magic radius.
Yeah, the anti-magic radius is active, so you see it above all. You see
So it's
wires.
20 foot?
Yeah, and with the anti-magic field, you actually see it first. You see rooms that were hit with illusionary magics to make them invisible. You see...
Actually, I'm sorry, I'm this big right now. Where?
Just place yourself
The
down.
portal.
For the love of
There we
God.
go.
The portal.
Yeah, sorry, I'm right there.
You don't blend in against the golden scales. It's not your color.
There you go.
I'm raging.
You see invisible
the most
wires that
angry
become
troll.
visible as soon as they hit your barrier. They become visible. Thin steel wires. You see pressure plates. You see hidden devices that are behind movable walls. You see literally the home of the Shadow Monarch and the trainer of the Exalted Claws. This is a trap paradise. And you have to stop before moving any further out of fear of setting something off due to your size. But with natural 20, at least for this room, going to roll.
Did we just get on a carpet and
Let's see what's actually
let it
here.
go?
It doesn't work.
I mean,
Anti-magic.
Roll a d6 if you will. You
I could
specific.
start disarming shit.
Yeah, that's actually how we're probably going to have to get through this. We're going to have to be better than the training of the Emerald Claw.
Send in the bunny.
Send in the bunny.
All right, roll a d10.
Oh, no. 1.
Roll one more d10.
That's not good.
No idea what it is. Another 1.
The last time this happened, we had to fight a black dragon.
I don't think I was there for that.
And a rock at the same time.
Airship, black dragon, rock.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah, remember that.
It's true.
I see why you needed help for the council.
Okay.
I only
Remind
recently got
myself.
smarter.
You have
So-
always been smarter than me.
With a natural 20 perception check, you notice that half the job is already done.
Smart. On
The
what?
first drop was a big arcane circle that was illusory magic. But as soon as your anti-magic shell hit it, by the way, how long does that last?
An hour.
An hour. As soon as your anti-magic shell hits it, it fizzles and dies down. You would have had a meteor swarm on your location.
Holy shit!
Wow.
The other one,
That would have sucked for y'all.
I can survive anything once.
That's right. Actually,
Is it
you'd have been fine. You'd have been fine. That would have sucked for him.
and you're like,
Well, at least I'm raging.
yeah. So, with your anti-magic shell, you don't have
No,
to
you're
worry
just
about
messed.
that.
It's the mechanical traps.
It's a mechanical trap.
How fast can
You see
people...
a pressure plate that is lining the outer lines of the circle that would have activated the spell. Specifically placements that would have, like, you've stepped on pressure plates. They're all on one mega trap. In this room, nondescript hallway, honestly. It just seems like a transfer room where you would be walking.
Okay, this spell is impressive, but it doesn't last forever. How fast can we disarm these traps?
We have several rogues.
That's what I'm getting at.
You go left, I go right.
And on your mark, wait for it, on your mark, get set, disarm!
Roll
fair?
these
She's so
tools.
fast.
Actually, first roll an investigation check to figure out the trap to see how difficult it's going to be to disable.
Investigation.
I've got.
That. 17.
17,
I've got.
20,
9.
20. Wow.
Okay, how about you find them and I'll disarm them?
So, Todd, you find a spot and you go to the traditional route of going to the pressure plates themselves and trying to stuff them so that they can't move, as long as you don't directly press onto them, like
Sure.
with your full weight. Like, putting putties in between, get sand underneath it so that it fills up with the sand and so that it puts the base underneath it. You look and you're like, pressure plate, pressure plate, pressure plate, pressure plate, and you like, all right, if it was a physical system and you like map it out like internally, if you had like blueprints of the place and you go,
Wait, I
right-
thought this was for the finding it, not the dealing with it.
no, this is actually dealing with it. This is figuring out a trap to see how easy to take care of the DC.
What good are thieves' tools for?
Okay, so the investigation, so perception is finding the trap, investigation is figuring out how to deal with the trap, and then the thieves' tools are used to actually take out the trap.
Okay.
Yeah. So you found a way, and your DC is going to be a 20 to handle.
Okay.
You see a small little stone that's a false stone. And you lift it up, and you see the rope where it connects all the pressure plates. Well, a series of ropes that are fine wires and stuff like that. If you staple the ropes in that spot and just cut it on the other side so that the pressure plates are not there, you can do it. Roll a thieves' tools.
Am I also rolling these
Yeah.
tools? 43.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
Rolled a natural 1, but I'm a halfling, so
So
I'm
you can
roll
roll
it
that
again.
again.
How about next time you find I disarm
I like
them?
your idea. I roll a 7, but reliable talents of 10, so
Which turns into
25.
okay. So
No,
the DC
no,
for that one
do
was
that.
a 15. You scared the living crap out of me. And you're like, I found a way in. You literally take the thieves' tools instead of filling up with sand. You literally have a special tool that wraps around so that you can hook it into place and snag it so that even if it gets pressed, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, see, I like to think she's faster than the trap. She's like,
Oh yeah, she's super fast.
I mean,
pulls the cheese
I have
out of the
plus
trap.
18 to thieves' tools.
That is true. So no one. I like the speed situation. So you quite literally.
Also, I never dropped phantom form.
Oh.
So she just
So you
grabs
No clipping through the
Yeah, you
walls.
literally, so Russ using these tools, but utilizing your know-how, you literally go in.
She's got wall hacks.
And you're able to tie it around safety areas that you literally, in preparation of it, there was areas where you tied it up so that when you connect
That's
it and
unfair.
then undo it.
She's looking at the trap, sticks her head in the wall.
God, you got no clip. No!
Everything the game master wanted you to not see, you can
Now,
see it all.
the question is that a magical ability?
No.
That's it's an ability, not
She's
magical
all
effect.
doing this with the penny.
Well, no, because you're an
Well, I guess if
anti-magic.
you
Well, no,
should,
because she would leave it. She would walk
Anti-magic.
out.
Oh yeah, you can leave it, so it's fine.
But an anti-magic field
so
also stop it.
by the time you're
Yeah, that's a good point.
and you hook it around, you can
Actually,
feel
yeah,
it.
it would go.
Like, do you see the dancing
Yeah,
of
I didn't know
the?
that.
Maybe that
So
actually covers it in the spell.
you see
Oh,
the dancing of the wires, and you're like, because you breathed on it. Apparently, it's super sensitive even for that. It's like, okay, and you like hook it around, and you
Red
save it in the
wire,
floor,
red
and you're
wire.
like complete. And there's Todd with all the.
I would like
Like-
to peer through the floor in front. Do you need help?
and you pull it in the meantime as you pull it. And it's like so it's like it's gonna go off, and it's like, oh wait, and you like pull it a few more times. Never mind.
Yeah,
God.
fine. You fine. I'll do it.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Passing is a sign.
Team building exercise. Life and death team building
If
exercise.
you don't blow up, you're closer.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Ish. Impending death is a fantastic team builder.
You pass a sign that was hit by illusionary script. You pass it with your
Past
anti-magic
tense.
past tense. You hit it, it immediately shuts down. Now, as soon as you leave it, it will back up. But that's besides the point. You can now officially read it in Ancient Draconic that says deceit in totality. And then there's numbers underneath it. Specifically 7263154.
63154.
Nope. 7263154.
Okay.
What does it all mean?
The numbers, Mason.
It's like
What do they mean?
It's like a double rainbow. I just
We're running
don't
out of time.
understand it.
Need to know.
What does it all mean?
Okay.
As we go past
I wanna
the
make
script
a-
back.
Perception check between you two. The DC is going to be higher because you physically dealt with the traps. You might notice something.
Well, that is gonna reliable talent, so that becomes 23.
23,
26.
26. DC was 25. So the stone that you lifted up, that is the main area, you actually, it's like, you had it in your hand in the meantime, and you like down and you notice a draconic rune on the back of it. Disenchanted because it's in the anti-magic shell, which solves a lot of problems. But
Oh,
you,
I would have set it off.
yeah. In Draconic, do you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Oh,
That's the one language I know that isn't.
really?
That's the one.
No one else here knows Draconic.
Really?
No one else knows.
Aside from the dragon, no one else knows Draconic.
Actually, yeah.
Do I look like I can't read?
Now I need to play a wizard that can't read.
My spellbook is kept in knotted string.
It's a picture book.
It's braille.
His spellbook is a picture book. Ah, fireball.
It's terrible.
I cast Fireball.
But you know, in order to prep your spells, the little wizard pops up and you move the little hand back and forth and go, oh!
Anyway, it's a draconic symbol with a number underneath it. And the draconic symbol by itself doesn't really mean anything, it's like letters. So the letters in draconic is much different, especially with translation, but there's a pair of draconic letters and then 2 underneath it.
What does this all mean?
It's a code.
And I'm gonna write down
Understand
on...
scan.
Wasn't there a 2 in your what?
There is a 2. There's
Yes.
numbers.
So I'm
Shouldn't
gonna
we
wait down-
find a bunch of rocks that all have
In-
the
in
different numbers in
translation,
them,
just
so that
put
way we get a
CE
word at the
and then
end?
2.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
like a password.
Yep.
I would like to look for rocks with numbers on them.
Okay. This is all... Well, you have a feeling that
perform the
this
help
room
action.
will not... You have a feeling that this
Right
room
big.
alone, it's not going to have another rock with it like that.
Right big.
Oh, I just meant as, like,
In general, yeah.
yeah.
We can clear some of that stuff off.
Yep.
I think it's all really important, guys.
Oh yes, the so are you saying that the whiteboard came out? No, the magical whiteboard.
I don't think it can come in the field.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's got to be canon, right?
It's only a camp thing.
You're
Oh,
literally
we've
set up camp.
definitely brought it out outside of camp, but it definitely can't exist in an anti-magic field. That's
Okay.
So
It's in the fourth wall, I think.
2 CE. What the
that's
hell
cute.
does that mean?
That's good.
Is that 2 CE? Is that what that says? 2_CE?
Yes. You need to make it bigger.
What does it?
For the people in the back.
2 CE.
And then what were your numbers?
726.
7263154.
I actually need to make corrections in my note, so give me a moment. It might not be C.
Yeah.
It might not be CE.
It might not be CE.
Well, 7263154.
Nice.
It's gonna be multiple letters. We might have to smudge them. Smudge me.
Just stack 'em. Stack them.
You get C for 2, right?
He's double checking. He said it might not be.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I apologize.
I hope it isn't like numerically. That's how we're supposed to find them. We're supposed to find rock number 7, rock number 2, and rock
1,
number
2,
6.
3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. There is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're in order if you count them all up. Those
So we
are
found
7.
number 2. We missed number 1.
Hey, that's my flag.
Trying to clean it up. We need more space on the
We
whiteboard.
do not.
Just flip it over. Add another whiteboard.
You're getting rid of important things. If you get rid of the kill count,
I'm gonna be mad.
It still only counts as 1.
Important.
Vedic kill count. Yes.
I'm in
Why is
second
Medic kill
place.
13?
Well, that's
1300?
Okay.
One big.
So I apologize. It is different. I apparently transferred the wrong
I've killed more than 25 people.
sentence over
Okay.
when I was making it. So put 2 ES.
Why does it say Vedic's kill count and the rest of us are labeled on there?
You guys figured that out immediately.
It's how many we've
So-
killed of Vedics.
Oh.
You've killed 25 medics-ish.
Okay, yeah, roughly with a single cannon shot.
Yeah.
So, the next room it is.
That's about right.
Okay.
You're leading the group, but I'm going to have other people roll at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So, you guys are actively searching for traps at this point.
Yeah.
Not as surprised as a green Draco-Lich in her lair is nothing but traps.
Bitch! I hope you can hear me!
You know she can. Well, actually, she might not be able to because the anti-magic shell.
It'll get picked up by something outside the magic shell, and then
I'd
it'll,
say
like,
you're
fade
old.
out.
You're so old you fart dust, but we know that's already true.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that we can say anything
She's
about
gonna
her
live
since
my
she can't kill us?
lantern.
So we
She's
can-
gonna live in my lantern.
So, everyone make action. No, let's have you, since you found the last room, roll a d10, please.
5.
5. Alrighty.
So good.
Let me double check.
Those are cool. What's the first time I used them?
These two, like, hang on. You guys gotta see this.
Everyone make a perception check.
That's cool.
And who's going to be the two that make the active, like, perception checks in the front?
Nope.
Because you can't all be in the front seeing this.
I am not making those perception
I
checks.
can't. I'm not too bad. I can do it.
17?
I'm good.
What's 19 plus 13?
I will guard the rear.
32?
That.
32, Jesus.
I was looking at you guys to try and say that I could do it. 14.
Nope, I'm too busy yelling at the sky. Yelling at obscenities at the walls.
He's getting loud. I put in the hair pods.
So, going around
So fucking much.
and going to make a intelligence check,
Oh, thank God it's not.
because you're in an active maze.
21.
21? Alright. Thinking, like, how'd you take care of a maze spell? It relies on your raw intelligence in order to figure it out. Whether you figure out it to get to the center and or the home where the actual like bed chambers are of the big boss, hard to tell because that takes time,
Wait, they
especially
live in
with
a
map.
maze?
But you progress to the next chamber
spell
regardless. You find yourself in a specifically, literally circle room. That is quite literally a center ball, very much shaped like a mine, that has all these pull levers, that has a line going to thousands of different points of the wall. You're looking at a bomb, whatever the bomb is, that is ready to go off as soon as any of those wires are going to go off.
I missed you,
That's
son.
what your perception
Oh, that's a dangerous animal it is. Alright.
So, we deactivate it, or we missed a step past it?
You should look at it.
The room is 60 foot diameter.
That's too far for me.
I'm not getting
Gotta
through
take
there.
a look at it.
Take a look, make an investigation check.
I am not getting
To try
through
to not go arbitrarily like one by one, because that's going to be literally there's 100 wires to this thing.
22.
22?
Could be here for a while.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely possible, but
Also-
the more you touch the wires, the
Oh,
more
you're-
potential kaboom.
there. You could possibly create a sphere and just
So
roll through it.
22, you said?
Yep.
Yep.
Let me
Good.
double check.
Would that work?
Don't know.
22.
Also, we don't know what it causes.
Right?
It's a
It
big
could just
countermeasures.
explode.
It could just go
It
kaboom.
could just be a big boom, or it could drop a meteor on our head.
Those feel
There,
functional.
alternatively,
similar.
this could be a red herring.
Also true.
But with a 22, you feel
Is it magical?
that roguish nature of a sixth sense tickles the back of your skull, and you're like, no. And you can like smell the acrid smell of acid, the potential of acid inside that thing.
Oh god, it's a stink bomb.
Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. There's,
No, it's a lethal stink bomb.
Yeah, he already
With a 22,
apologized.
you don't know how to like potentially take care of it, apart from just going one by one.
Wall force it?
He says one by one. I'm gonna start disarming them
Could she
one
walk
by
into the
one.
wall? And just like look at where things go?
You know for a fact, with the ethereal nature, she can just walk through this potentially.
Sure. So I I basically just want to disarm a path that they fit through. Then.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, going one side, that's gonna be 50 wires.
Okay.
So, instead of doing one by one, each wire has a DC of 10,
Okay.
but it's also... Actually, you can't roll lower than that.
I literally cannot.
So, over the next course of, let's say, an hour, no, go to roll a Thieves' Tools to see how fast you guys can go through this. Because this is not a danger
neither of us can
of,
go lower than that.
32.
32. Oof.
26.
26. Okay, because reliable talent gets through here. And it kind of feels like almost a little bit of like a testing ground kind of things, like for other rogues kind of situation. Like in order to be a servant, you have to be prepared to die. And if you don't make it, well, guess what? You ain't gonna
You didn't make the cut.
You didn't make the cut. And I'm going to say with a 32 near impossible DC in 15 minutes, other side, last wire, dink. And you make it so that as long as he bows his head, yeah. You have to be
Dog crawling
careful.
under
Like
the table.
how absurd are your horns?
Oh god, they're well. So I've always like imagined it's this, but only several steps.
Massively
This is your
opulent.
Bennett's blown out face. Yeah, as long as he bows his head. By the way, make a note. A magic shell. I'm just going to give it to you. You would have had to make wisdom saving throws to bow your head in this location.
Weird.
Yeah, it's a pride thing that also has magical effects and stuff like that.
All right. Does anybody see a
How long-
rock with a number on it while we're at it?
I would
I
like
see a
to
rock.
look for a rock with a number.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
And
I am obviously
long-
ethereal.
No,
how
at
long
this
does this anti-magic shield thing last?
An hour. So we've been through about 20 minutes of its use.
22.
22,
60.
16.
How many nieces do you have?
Why can't I look for
I
I did
shit?
this once.
This is a natural spell, isn't it?
You don't know where it is.
8.
You
8,
know
let's
it's
do
in
it.
here, but you just can't find it for the life of you.
Can you sacrifice
You can
a
spend more
natural
time
spell
here
to
if
do
you
that?
want, but the DC is
Can't
going to
if I want.
increase.
Yeah, that stuff.
You can't seem to find it.
How much
What
more
is it?
time
Is
is
it a
more
perception
time?
check with?
Investigation check.
Investigation.
Because you're looking for something specific. And you don't know what it might be, then it's probably not always going to be a
Well,
rock.
screw
It's gonna
it.
be different.
I'm
You know,
looking at it.
if everybody else gets through, I'm willing to go at it a lot harder and faster, tearing this place apart looking for it.
For this room specifically?
Or
Yeah,
just in general?
like I want the people who can explode to get out of the room.
I'm on that list.
And then as someone who functionally can't, I might want to get a little wild in here looking for the rock.
Understood.
She puts in her hair.
Oh, yeah.
And she's moon dancing through the.
Funny enough, when you guys go by and the anti-magic field go away, the wires, one by one, nip each other back together. Being part of the process, once you start moving forward, you can't go back. Unless you really want to go back.
Right.
But it's part of the process, but you being ethereal, you don't care. You can literally just, test it in front of your body because you can go through it. And it's just like,
Right. So I'm gonna put on some hair metal,
okay.
and
Oh god, how long have you been waiting to use
I
that?
thought of it just now, and I'm really proud
And the
of
problem
it.
is now I have to develop it. First of all, is it from the Shadowfell or is it from the material realm?
No, it would be from the Feywild because
Okay.
that's where the heron gone naturally. Are.
No, okay, fair enough. But yeah, that is a very Feywild thing to do. It's like, oh yeah, where'd you get this music? Yeah, we went to the Feywild, found a sick rock club.
Like all of the drumming is just feet on dirt.
Oh.
And
Oh my god.
Oh, now I need see a Kiss version of a bunny.
Wait, I'm
all right.
Internet, help
If you
us.
don't find it, I'm gonna put
Can
notes
I
to draw
get
it later.
inspiration for that?
Yes, I will. 100%. You get it.
Yeah. All
So,
right. And now I'm gonna look for the thing, and I am legitimately just
Tear-
going.
yeah. So, all right. Are you trying to make sure you don't get hit by it, or you just don't care?
I don't care.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you immediately set out the trap. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. I know what I said.
All right.
Dexterity saving throw.
Ben
Dex I
Yeah.
don't have advantage on, but
Aerosmith.
Dexterity.
that is
Yeah.
a 24.
24. The DC was unfortunately 25 for this dexterity saving throw. It's a nasty bomb. Basically, if you're in the room, you're gonna get hit.
I'll use the inspiration if you were serious.
Yes.
Okay.
Rock, man.
Okay.
I want.
That is a 30.
30. You get the in
There
the
was some
beads.
reverb
First of all,
going on.
what kind of hair rock are we talking about? Screamo? What are we talking about?
Hair
Well,
rock.
I literally meant hair metal, as in like a hair metal.
See, I'm trying to
band,
come up with a
but hair metal.
pun for Motley Crue.
Okay, I love it. The beat kicks in, and you're just like, "Let's do this." You immediately just pull it with your hand, and you see like literally time slows down because you're so fucking fast. It explodes, and the entire exterior was literally only the case housing of highly condensed volatile acid that is now finally exploding in every direction. You guys see. You take no damage because of dexterity saving throws with high level rogues. You're fine.
Cool.
Especially with your etherealness, you literally pop in and out for a half dimension, go into the thin areas of the acid, and you're like, ooh, that's some strong stuff. That literally was 20d10 acid damage.
Jeez.
That you just said, I don't care.
Yeah.
Go on and make a perception check, because you be damned, you're tearing the place apart, trying to find this room.
Right. Okay. 16 plus 13.
Shit, we would like to have that.
16 plus 13?
29.
29. DC was 25.
Yeah!
You find the next room.
I can't read it though, so I'm gonna bring it out.
Yeah.
But like, it's gonna be a like full
I got the
slam
rock.
into the ground.
I got
It's
the rock.
So,
yeah.
I imagine that you quite
Blackfoot
literally take
rock.
one of those carbon footprint ones, like literally to take the chalk and in order to bring it back over here.
Ah.
Yeah.
I've got a magic rock.
It was
I've
quite
got a magic
literally
rock.
underneath the bombs with the metal that didn't burn away from acid. It was protected by itself, either from magical means or whatever. It was the foundation itself that was like, and if you look at a specific angle, there it is.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard. They're hard to find.
That's
So
the point.
setting off the bomb made it easier.
Yes, sometimes that is true. Very much like finding
Well, you
hidden
weren't supposed to be
passage.
alive after you
Fuck
set
up
it
the
off.
place and you'll find it. So we're gonna go with number 4.
You're not supposed
As
to be
in
alive after you set it off.
IN.
Yep.
It's gonna be like an anagram.
Can I
I
buy?
mean, it's probably gonna be.
Can I buy a vowel?
Phone a friend. Do we miss 3?
We've only found 2 so far.
Who knows if they're even in order?
Sammy Hairgar.
You're gonna be down this rabbit hole.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
you bet I am.
this rabbit hole.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I liked Aerosmith.
Aerosmith is probably the best one.
This is what happens when I can't check my work. So I apologize. Replace with TH for number 4. This is what happens when I can't reread my shit when I'm busy. Hey, I make mistakes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mark down which ones you've already done. Okay.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that there's like a lot of shit in here that just doesn't work anymore.
Next room. Since you found it, roll a D10. A D6.
You sure?
Yes.
I need to roll the ones that I can read. Sorry, 1 sec. 3.
Is that a 5?
3. Roll a D20.
That's the 5. There we
What
go.
the hell's it?
1.
1. Going into the next chamber, everyone make active perception checks. You are lower DC because you're in the fronts.
Okay.
Followed by
I'm in the
Big
back. I
Dragon
rolled a
and
3.
you guys in the back end. You roll a 3?
I'm in the back.
You see Golden Dragon ass.
17.
I am
17?
just walking
23.
backwards.
23. You see it first. Out of the, because you're naturally furry, because you're our body, your hair starts to stick up. You're like, oh, there's lightning nearby.
Oh, I'm also deeply familiar with lightning.
Oh yeah. Your
I think he's
anti
PTSD from past life.
magic shell doesn't work here actually.
Oh.
Like it's working, but this thing is physical.
Well, this bites.
Yeah, and
Physical
you notice
light.
that there's a bunch of copper and metal brass everywhere, and a lot of gold that are lining the
Someone tell me
entire
why do I smell
floor
ozone?
Is there an emitter?
with a yes, there is. There is an emitter that is at the center, at the very top, that is literally sparking. Not very loudly, but just enough that you're like, there it is.
It's a Tesla Tower.
Go and make an investigation check to figure out how to get to it without getting zapped. But
Just
you're
shoot it.
ethereal motherfucker!
Oh.
I hate ghost!
Her investigation check at
Let's
the
be
DC
clear,
0.
she doesn't need to be ethereal for this. She's faster than the lightning. like she can watch it come in and go.
Save time.
Yeah.
I hate you. I hate you. Going to make a thieves tools check using this. This is gonna lower the DC slightly.
I will tell you in a second.
yeah,
It's
we'll get to
very
that.
funny though. I've been carrying it for so long. 28.
Is that like one of those things
28.
you got like level
Okay,
7?
so the normal DC is just 25, just disarming it, but you didn't need an investigation check anyway. You just literally go whoop, whoop, and you go through it.
And what I do is I reach deep into my armored bag of holding and I pull out a little pouch and I go and dust of corrosion flies up
And you hear-
because I've been carrying that since I was Nickwis.
As the dust corrosion hits this device, literally classic Tesla coil steampunk nonsense that hits this
You got
device.
so excited
It
about
actually
using that file.
heat
You're like, oh,
almost
I did the exact
magnetizes,
thing.
very much like dust. It magnetizes to the metal surface that is electrified, and it glitters nicely. And then you notice that it's not glittering; it's literally like eroding wherever the dust hit. It's like burrowing into any piece of metal, which is.
I'm got him at the back!
It doesn't work on magic metal.
I'm not magic!
My fucking leg.
So you.
It is a 10-foot cube, it says so specifically. So I went up.
But it's
he
like glitter,
literally-
right? It gets
yeah.
everywhere.
It gets everywhere. Yeah, it's especially.
Everybody might have like a little
So
pock
every
mark
bit of
from it,
metal
but-
that is at the Tesla coil at the top that is slightly sunken in because of like artistic design and stuff like that, you destroy it. It's complete, and within the next 5 minutes, it immediately like you hear something, but backside of it. So like there's a slight roof to this area, and you notice that there's a slight pillar of lightning that if you were outside you'll be able to see. Like that's broken.
Okay, pause. I need to add something to our notes that's just occurred to me. Mm-hmm. The first room was physical traps.
Yes.
But there
Oh
was
no,
a
that one was a
magical
combination of physical and magical.
Okay. I'm just going to question mark that one. But the number 4 was definitely poison.
component. It was
And that
acid.
was a physical trap.
Or acid. It was definitely acid.
Yes.
Well, I'm getting that all these traps have a physical component. Okay, and this was...
Not all of them. The first one had a magical nature to it that you just
We didn't
anti-magic
get
shell
to see because
removed
you
it.
went.
Okay, I just in case that's useful for us later.
Sure.
I mean, it's only a layer of a green dragon. How redundant can it be?
So I'm gonna
Completely.
drop down and I'm gonna get right in your face and be like, "What a shocking outcome!"
I'm so sorry I didn't think of that sooner. Now I'm mad.
And I'm just like, I fell back in the air, feet kicking. I'm having a great
Extra
time.
XP. I'm gonna rip this out, but bravo.
Thank
Fine.
you.
All right, let's everyone look around and find us a rock.
And
Well,
the
that's
DC
no
is now lower because you now don't have to deal with the
That
trap.
performance was
Make an
absolutely
investigation
electric.
check as a collective unit.
That performance was electric. Well,
22.
22,
16.
16,
25.
25,
15!
15.
Hey, someone did what?
I'm useful!
So, funny enough, you find it first. It's actually in the part of you start moving around. You're just like blah blah blah, and you notice that there's a point of view, the grading of the floor. You notice that at a certain angle, paint that you thought was just spattering of random paint lines up and makes a symbol.
Okay. Ooh. You have to. You've got to have a head 8 feet in the air to see that one.
Exactly.
All right.
And
Well,
then
I climb
you're-
on top of his
Yeah,
head.
you kind of like a possessed werewolf, like freaking ferret.
Demented gopher.
Invented gopher. Number 7, L.I.
Well, that says lies.
Lies
Can we
the
trust
truth.
Forget like
I'd like to try and solve this puzzle.
And then, again, this is all in Draconic. Go ahead and make it in straight up intelligence, real quick. I'm not going to tell you what it says, but just to like another hidden nature.
Okay, so while he's doing that, I would like to, over the perspective puzzle that we just
The
found,
truth lies.
I would like to take a can of spray paint and perspective puzzle my rabbit graffiti over that.
Over that symbol specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
15?
15. No.
No.
Not yet.
I'm way too proud of myself.
Yeah, you're way too proud of yourself. You're like, I saw that first.
It's an 18 performance.
18 performance. And this room is 100% taken care of, and you graffiti it, no problem. Describe to me how you make spray paint with your paints.
I'm gonna like.
You're
Jessica,
gonna make one?
Yeah. And I'm like,
just-
I'm really tired of like actually painting it, that like this symbol specifically, and so I'm going to actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make spray paint.
Okay.
Which, like, yay,
You
another.
invented
You have to
spray
paint
paint,
yourself
right.
a can of spray
which
paint.
is,
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
if anyone would make spray paint in the universe of D&D, it would be a fake creature.
Yeah. So I do that, and then I'm also going to like just make a little stencil of my graffiti
Uh-huh.
symbol,
Oh,
so
geez.
that way I
Make
can
a
paint.
template. Yeah.
And that way I can do it quick. I can't do that here because I'm trying to do the perspective lineup thing,
Oh.
but that way I can do like
Yeah,
just
it's quick tags, you know?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And on that note, we're going to take a small break here. Because you're in a room that you can take a small break if you so desire. Because the room is taken care of. Now, as long as you don't go into the center where a lot of the corrosion dust is still, following from the ceiling and everything. 'Cause especially with your metallic gold
Oh, yeah, no,
scales,
no.
your leg, and just
This
you
will take
in general.
forever to buff out.
Yeah, you're just like, no. We're going to take a small break. You guys are progressing. Congratulations. We'll see what happens on the next few trap rooms. I mean, you got lucky,
All right.
but there are high DCs in this place.
Yeah.
Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
I
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, together we roll. I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll. The gods look down on us, we're just a game to them. Eldritch monstrosities at their unholy whim. But we will stand up, we'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified. There's something coming and it's coming fast. We won't be frightened by the dead hand of the past. We are the warriors with sword in hand, and here we make a stand. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, together we roll. I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me?